This is the construct. It's our loading program. We can load anything we need. Is it really so hard to believe? It is the mental projection of your digital self.
And his name is John C.
Okay, I've been holding off to doing this video for a while because the brutality is just hard to illustrate through words, to be honest. But I'm going to try and sum it up for you real quick. We all know the genocide of the Native Americans by the European colonists. We know that. And then eventually by the United States government. But it's kind of insensitive to lump them all into one genocide. It was more because all Native Americans, the different tribes had just as much social complexity and diversity as did Europeans. But we fail to acknowledge that. Anyways, today I'm going to tell you guys about the genocide of the Yuki tribes of Northern California. So in the beginning, the Yukis had peaceful relationships with the first Europeans they found, who were fur traders and Spanish colonists. And it was all good. And they lived in Northern California, subsisted on fish and other things. And their very distinctive headdress and dance houses were a staple of Yuki culture. And they lived in harmony with the first Spanish settlers and the fur traders of the early colonial days. But then that changed. That changed in the 19th century with the arrival of ranchers and 49ers. They both groups had massive conflicts with the Yuki. So they had disputes over land and whatnot. The Yukis, the ranchers, and the 49ers. So the 49ers and the ranchers got together and they started having raiding parties that would just go into Yuki villages, slaughter 40 to 50 to 60 to 70 Yuki men, women, children. And the brutality just shocked the Yukis. There's one quote from a Native American elder who said, "We thought the white man wouldn't kill women and children, but we were wrong." And they were really fucking wrong. They would chase children and they would hide in haystacks and just fucking stab them with pitchforks until they pulled the pitchforks back out, covered in blood and guts. Just absurd. I'm going to leave a link in the description about describing a few specific instances of massacres. But, I mean, it pretty much just sums it up to tell you that raiding. And to hit you with a little bit of numbers, the Yukis went from around 5,000 to 6,000 members, okay, to like now there's like 200 Yukis. And the language is no longer spoken, the Yukian language. It's kind of sad. The culture is basically gone. They try to lump this in and call it a war. They try to, you can look it up, it's called the Mendocino War. Named after Mendocino County in California. But it's hard to really classify this as a war. Because for something to be a war, each side has to have a, at least a mathematical chance of winning. And the Yukis had no chance. Outnumbered, outgunned. It's just a sad, depressing story of American history. But what do you guys think? Do you think that that we should classify all the Native American tribes as a separate genocide? Or do you think the way we talk about it now is fitting? But, yeah, God, this was depressing to research. But anyways, I love you. Let's not kill any more people. Please?